Clink. We're drinking in the courtroom today. Bridge to the Turnabout, Part 2-1, Trial. Trial former, trial latter. Okay, 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 okay. Let's get this going. See how long this takes, you know? February 9th, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, Numero Uno.
Oh my! Mr. Larice feels that way about me?
Apparently. He isn't aware of your real secret at all. This is no time to be embarrassed.
I'm sorry. I'm just hardly accustomed to that sort of thing.
Worry not. And in any case, whatever it was that he saw on the night of the incident, mark my words, I will drag it out of him.
Does that mean Mr. Larice is the witness today?
No. I believe that none will be the first to take the stand.
Sister Bikini.
She claims to have seen the very instant in which you carried out the crime. I just want to ask you one last time. It really wasn't you who killed Miss Elise Dunham, correct?
That is correct. It wasn't me.
Okay, bro. Does she have DID? Is she just a twisted psychopath like that? I do not trust her. She is a rather cute sprite, but I don't trust her. Hopefully that drink helps, bro. Keep my cool. It's gonna do the opposite. Very well done.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes?
You are a prosecutor, aren't you? You sure about this? If your true identity is revealed...
Don't worry. I've made the necessary arrangements.
I see.
Iris. It is a prosecutor's job to doubt people. But right now, I am a defense attorney. A defense attorney's job is to believe in people, and to believe until the bitter end. That's what my friend told me once.
Mr. Edgeworth.
I simply ask that you watch and decide for yourself whether or not I am fit to do the task I have been entrusted.
Very well, sir. I leave my defense in your capable hands.
Please do not tell me this dude is in a blue jacket. Please. February 9th, 10 a.m. District Court. Courtroom number 7. He is on the wrong side. Hello.
Hey, hello everybody, I'm back. Court is now in session for the trial of Sister Iris of Hazakura Temple.
You were on the... He wasn't on the wrong side. Oh my gosh, you see how used I am to just seeing him in the courtroom and just being like, he's on that side. This is such a weird angle for him. I've never seen him at this angle before. What the hell? The defense is ready, Your Honor. Okay.
It appears we don't have a prosecutor today, so, the defense does indeed appear to be ready. However, the same cannot be said for the prosecution in this case.
Indeed.
I'm not sure I like such a blatant waste of this court's time. An empty prosecutor's chair can only mean that the prosecutor has no confidence in their ability to prove their case. It would seem this case is already over before it had a chance to begin. Okay then. Part 2-1 is done, ladies and gentlemen. I am ready to announce my verdict at this time. The court finds the defendant...
Baby girl is back. My crush. My girl. Dinner. I missed you, Franziska. I have been watching my recent videos. The last time she was here on the channel, she was given the, I don't know her name. Hold on. Grey Griffin. She was given the Grey Griffin treatment. Because frankly, whenever she talks, for some reason, I think of Azula. So that's what she gets.
The prosecution stands ready. And you are? Franziska von Karma, prosecuting prodigy. Von Karma, you say? Perchance, you wouldn't be of any relation to the legendary prosecutor Manfred von Karma. Legends are a thing of the past. I am a von Karma, that is all.
Whoa, what does that mean? What does that mean? Did she denounce her father, maybe?
Upon a special request, I flew in today for the purposes of prosecuting this case.
Excuse me?
You did? Then you must be quite a big shot, eh? By the way, Mr. Edgeworth.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm almost certain that I've seen you somewhere before. Or am I just imagining things? You look very much like a prosecutor I met once.
I believe you are imagining things, Your Honor.
Miss von Karma, do you have anything to say? There is no such weakling as this man among those in the prosecutor's office.
This is actually pretty big for her, bro.
I told you there is no such weakling. What is that? A whip? I'm not sure I care for such a thing in my courtroom. Bailiff, remove that whip and—
Hold it. God, that sounds weird. I have no objection to the whip.
You don't?
The prosecution can wield a whip or drink 17 cups of coffee. But there is only one truth. That is what I stand here to prove today. Baby girl. Baby girl.
This promises to be interesting, Miles Edgeworth. I had expected to face Phoenix right here today. But looking at you now, maybe this is what I have been waiting for all this time. Miles Edgeworth, I will not allow this chance to crush you slip through my fingers.
Bring it on, bitch. I see you brought your flair for the histrionic. I don't know what that means.
Allow me to add to the things I'm not sure about. People acting bizarrely in my court. Wow. The stage is set. Now continue with proceedings, Your Honor. Very well, Miss von Karma. Please give an outline of this case. With as little whipping as possible, please, eh?
I knew it was this music. This is always like case summary music. This is going to be the first court video where I literally, other than thoughts from Edgeworth, have to make a voice for each character. I guess I completely forgot about episode 4, huh?
The murder victim is the famed picture book author Miss Elise Dunham.
This photo is new. She was not like that when I found her, hello?
Her body was found in the Hazakura Temple courtyard. She had been stabbed through the torso by a ceremonial sword from a golden statue. The sword in this picture is the weapon in question, correct? Very well, the court accepts this photo of the crime scene.
Crime photo, the courtyard where Elise Dunham was murdered. There was no mistake.
There is no mistake. This was the doing of Sister Iris.
Oh, can I look at that picture? Bro, all I'm saying is she was not like that when I found her. How the heck do you do that anyway? You can't slip the sword back through the hand like that. How does that— what? How the heck does that work even? Anything else I can look at? Yeah. Okay. I'm just kind of going over everything. Yep, the weather data, which isn't important quite yet. The updated thing. Yep, salutation here. There is something I must talk to you about. I'll be waiting for you at 10 tonight at 10 at Heavenly Hall. Make sure you come unless you want your secret to be exposed. I might have to go get a refill. The victim's staff, carried by Elise Dunham, when she was alive, has her fingerprints on it. Okay. Evidence has been looked over.
After all, there is a witness to her crime. Very well. Please bring this witness to the stand.
Thoughts are me, and so it begins. My first and last trial as a defense attorney. Oh, Lord. Oh my God, that was kind of funny.
Witness, please state your name and occupation. Hold on here. I'm not sure about being not sure if I care for— What? I'm not sure about being not sure if I care for this at all. Witness, please stand up nice and straight.
If I recall correctly, there are a few milk crates in the defendant's lobby for our back pain-plagued witness. That's still milk left over from, Who liked milk? Who liked milk? Was it Will Powers? Or was it Matt Ongard? Actually, it was this guy.
Bailiff, fetch a crate for this poor lady, please. Ready, please.
Hey, everyone.
Once again, your name and occupation, please.
Little old me? Well, I'm the head nun at Hazakura Temple on Eagle Mountain. My name is Bikini. You got it? Bikini. Nice to meet everyone.
But you don't appear to be wearing a bikini right now. Well, this courtroom is the garden of holy judgment. Those with lechery in their hearts should leave this sanctuary at once. You want me to leave?
No need to get your bikinis in a twist. Let me tell you, I'm a sight to behold in the summer.
In any case, witness, I hear that you saw the crime take place on the night in question.
That's right. I can still hardly believe it myself, to be honest. There's no way, dear... Oh my God. There's no way dear little Iris could do anything like that.
Let us hear what you have to say then, eh? First, tell us about...
Oh my God,
First, tell us about your... God damn it. First, tell us about your own movements that night, eh?
Whoever wrote that guy is excellent, bro. Capcom, come on. Testimony for the night of the murder.
That night I was helping an acolyte with her training in the inner temple, but, well, as you can see, my back likes to act up. Violently. So, I left Iris to help the acolyte and return to Hazakura Temple. There's no bath at the inner temple, you see, and I needed a long hot soak. It was after I had finished, just as I was heading back. That's when I saw it.
Why would your testimony stop there?
So it was simply coincidence that you found yourself returning to Hazakura Temple.
Yes, you could say that. If my back hadn't been in so much pain, I would have stayed at the inner temple.
That sounds like a pretty important statement she just made. It's a damn shame this game doesn't have a transcript.
There is only one problem with this testimony that I can see. And you're not about to fall at the first hurdle, now are you, Miles Edgeworth?
You're goddamn right.
Mr. Edgeworth, please begin your cross-examination.
Okay. Okay, hold on. What do we do? Save. What do we do at the beginning of cross? We save. Okay, that night, training inner temple. As you can see, my back likes to act up violently, so I left Iris to help the acolyte and return to the temple. There was no bath at the inner temple, you see, and I needed a long hot soak. It was after I had finished, just as I was heading back, that's when I saw it. I like to think that it is when their sprites change, but that would be fairly obvious. Like, I don't think it's this one. If anything, I think it's this. Do I have anything that says... I don't have any testimony or, yeah, anything really from her. Oh. Easy. Easy work. This is Miles Edgeworth. Easy work, boy. I might get a refill. I don't care if that shit's 28 grams of sugar. Witnesses have to undergo their own trials, I'm afraid. The defendant's fate rests on their powers of observation and memory, after all.
Well, 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 don't worry. I'm more than up to the task. I'm a woman of faith, after all, the head honcho of Hazakura Temple.
In that case, Miss Honcho, I'd like you to explain something for me. The discrepancy between your testimony and that of the defendant Iris. She claims that after ringing the lights out bell, she went back and stayed in her room. Which means she did not go to the inner temple at all.
No! She said that?
A defendant or a witness? Who is more likely to lie, do you suppose? The defendant is simply lying to cover her back.
There's no room for lies. But that is completely illogical. The murder was committed in the courtyard of Hazakura Temple. Claiming that she went to the inner temple would make for a much better alibi. Franziska said, I'm out of practice. Sorry.
But that is odd. Whatever the reason, I can't believe that she would lie.
Bro, okay. This is, like, good, but terrible. Good because, frankly, they're tricking me. Because even currently, right now, I don't even know which one of them is lying. Either Iris went to the inner temple, or she didn't. You know what I mean? Obviously, she didn't. And if she did, she went back after Bikini, because she's not trapped in the inner temple like supposedly Maya and Pearls are.
She does indeed have honest eyes. All people lie. That is my belief. Why am I the only one being whipped in here? Anyway, neither the witness nor the defendant have any reason to lie. Which means, we must call your memory into question there.
Dear, dear, dear. You're older than me, and yet you want to play that game, do you?
Well, that isn't exactly what I...
My memory is perfect, crystal clear, especially in winter. You dumb...
Well then, yeah, I suppose it's too early to end this cross-examination, eh? Mr. Edgeworth, if you are going to question the memory of this witness, you will need to show me a more decisive piece of evidence.
Understood, Your Honor. I was too naive to think that alone would do the trick. Oh, this game has some deep, deep roots. And just, like, off-road things that just end and circle back and take you to where you were.
Then please add your comments about Iris to your testimony. And let us return to the cross-examination. Please?
That night, I was helping an acolyte with her training in the inner temple. Iris came to the inner temple. She was dressed exactly as she had been at dinner. Stupid. Witness, let's get one thing straight. The defendant whom you claim to have met, she was wearing this demon warding hood, correct?
Of course. That is a very important piece of clothing. I'll have you know.
Wait a minute. Oh my gosh, dude, I'm tipsy.
Hold it right there. Why do you have that?
I made Franziska sound kind of bitchy. She's from Germany. How come I haven't been giving her an accent? I can't do one. That's the question of the day now, isn't it, Miss Von Karma? I'll have you know that this hood was given to someone as a gift that night, before the lights out bell was rung.
What?
You know where I am going with this, don't you? If the witness had seen the defendant as she claims, then the Iris she saw should have been missing this very hood.
Well.
Dude, she is dumb short. Oh my god. That's not a bad feeling at all. Exposing contradictions like this. Now I understand that happy look on Wright's face every time he does it.
Order in this court, eh? Witness, what? Sister, this hood. You have spare ones around the temple, don't you?
Spares? Well, I do tend to make too many of them.
I see. A stockpile. A surplus of hoods, eh?
Each nun is only given one hood. This should be the only hood that Iris owned.
Then this is quite strange. What? If there was a surplus of hoods, then she could have worn one of those. Oh my god, worn one of those. There is no contradiction here.
Sorry to break this to you, Miss Von Karma, but you won't get away that easily. Discrepancies such as this will sow seeds in any human heart. The seeds of doubt.
Witness, while I don't wish to call your testimony into doubt, you must give every detail with precision.
I'm not sure if I'm comfortable going along with this.
Sister, you shall continue with your testimony. Tell us what you saw after finishing your bath on your way back to the inner temple.
The seeds of doubt are sprouting in the judge's heart. They just need a little more stimulation to bear fruit. This man thinks... Oh my god. Contradictory stimulation. Edgeworth's mind is crazy. After my bath.
I finished my bath around 11, and I thought I should return to the inner temple. And as I was walking back, I heard a noise from the courtyard. I took a look, and Iris was all Mystic Elise, and with that sword of all things. Mystic Elise was staying in the corner room, which faces out onto the courtyard. The stabbing I saw must have occurred after she was pushed out of her window.
You saw a truly terrible sight, didn't you? If I was in your place, then it would be much like Miss Von Karma whipping Mr. Edgeworth in court.
Oh, in court. Okay, like whipping him into. English.
And me, seeing it all from this very chair. Well, something like that.
This judge. His imagination is about as vivid and creative as Detective Gumshoe.
I would look the fool if I commented on such foolishness. Anyway, this case is mine, Miles Edgeworth.
Calling everyone by their full name. Can't you do something about that habit of yours?
No. It's a characteristic. It makes her unique.
What does the autopsy say? Time between 10 and 11. Loss of blood, stab in the back. Body fell 10 feet after death. This is going really fast, I feel like. Impressive logic. That's what I'd like to say anyway.
Oh, please do! My brain is something else, especially in winter.
However, I think you are overlooking one thing. Miss Von Karma, would you be so kind as to take another look at this autopsy report? It is up to date, don't worry.
The autopsy report.
The victim did fall from a height of 10 feet. However, this fall was after she was killed.
That's right. It says after death right here.
The scene the witness claims to have seen is contradictory. If the defendant stabbed and killed the victim there in the courtyard, how did the victim then go on to take a 10-foot fall?
Order, eh? The victim was killed and then fell. If that is the case, then the victim must have been killed in her room. Don't you agree? That is the logical conclusion. Yes, that's right. The victim must have been stabbed by the defendant in her own room. And she was then thrown out of her window down into the courtyard below.
No. Were there any signs of a struggle in Miss Dunham's room? God damn it, I haven't been doing I haven't done that. I think there have been like 2 so far. She was stabbed with a sword that would leave a blood stain, wouldn't you agree?
Well, Miss Von Karma, was there any blood? Why? No traces of blood were found in the victim's room. Your whip has just caused traces of blood to be found on my glorious blay-off beard. However, if there was no blood in the room, then... I'm sure there's no need for me to go over this, as I'm sure your honor is well aware of when a stab wound produces the most blood. When it produces the most blood, very little blood is actually lost at the moment of a blade's insertion. If you want to talk about when the most blood would be lost from a body,
Ooh, here we go.
then that would be when the blade is removed.
Indeed. With the weapons still in place, it acts like a lid on the wound.
That's true. With the weapon still on the body, there wouldn't be so much bleeding. A perfectly reasonable line of thinking there, eh? We have come to a conclusion then. The victim was thrown out of the window with the sword still in place. This removes all of the contradictions. Order, order, order. I must admit that this is a probable version of events.
I'd expect no less from Franziska von Karma. She locates and takes control of every vital point.
Humph. It seems that we need a clearer testimony from the witness. Again, remove all supposition on your part and tell us only the facts, please. Witness, please, remain standing on the crate.
Don't go selling me short now. The weight of winter snow has bent me out of shape, especially my back and my mood.
Sister, please give us your testimony. I will give you a vigorous massage once we are all finished here.
With the whip?
Oh boy. All right, all right.
Bro, that is the face of a killer right there. Further details. How about the only details?
When I looked across at the scene, the sword was already in place. Thinking about it now, I didn't actually see her stab Mystic Elise. I've never seen so much blood before. That's when I fainted. You can't blame me, can you? And when I awoke, Mystic Ami was stabbing Mystic Elise through her back.
This all confirms Miss Von Karma's theory. Von Karmas strive for nothing but perfection. Putting together such facts is nothing for me. You should know that, Miles Edgeworth.
Perfection is an impossibility, Franziska von Karma. And I'm here to teach you just that. This is fire dialogue. Writers at Capcom deserve trophies and awards. What do we... Bro, I'm trying to point out the fact that... that sword could not be put back in place with her being stabbed up like that. You cannot slide the sword, Shichishido, into that hand like that. You know what I mean? You know what? Let me press, because frankly, I don't have anything right now, I don't think. At that time, was the victim bleeding?
Well, I was very shocked to be seeing all this, of course. So I'm not entirely sure. But I don't think I saw any blood, not then.
I'm sure that you didn't. The weapon was acting as a plug in the wound.
In any case, let's be clear on one very important point. Did you actually see the instant in which the victim was stabbed?
Thinking about it now, I didn't actually see her stab.
Mr. Gillies. Hold it! Think carefully. This is very important.
It's Iris we're talking about here. I'm thinking for all I'm worth. No. When I looked over, the sword was already in Mystic Elise's body.
Might not be conclusive, but this testimony supports her theory.
The victim was stabbed in her room and then dropped onto the courtyard. I think this proves it rather well, Miles Edgeworth.
So you're saying that you saw the victim's blood?
That's right! Some of it had splattered onto Iris, too.
When the defendant was arrested, she was meditating in her room, and her blood-flecked clothes was neatly folded in the corner.
What? Her clothes were blood-flecked as well?
That seems quite conclusive to me.
What should I do? Press this point further? Yes? Can you produce those? Going back to your previous statement, you said that you saw little bleeding when the victim was stabbed. But now, you say you saw the victim bleeding?
Well, I say what I saw. I say that what I saw is what I saw.
And what did you see?
Maybe I didn't see the poor woman get stabbed, but I saw the girl pull the sword out of her, plain as day.
Pulling the sword out? Okay, so I was right. I've said that a few times since this episode, or since that happened, actually. I don't think I was right for the right reasons. I thought she might have been pulling it out to save her, but now they're talking about, oh, the most blood comes out when you pull it out. Whatever.
Well, it wasn't exactly pulling. It was more like it came out.
Witness, you will add this statement to your testimony.
Oh, was that important?
More important than you can imagine. More important than you can imagine. I saw the instant in which the blade plunged into the hilt was smoothly drawn out. I saw the instant in which the blade plunged into the hilt was smoothly drawn out. You're telling me the hilt, which is the handle shit. I know that, right? If I didn't know that, I wouldn't have known what a hilt was. Bro, there's only blood at the end. Bro. Sister Bikini, you are a reliable witness. At least, I'd like to think so. But there are too many contradictions here.
What do you mean? You make it sound as though I'm a liar. But you're a handsome young man, so I'll forgive you.
What contradictions are you talking about?
In the scene that the witness claims to have seen, it is deeper than, yeah, facts. The hilt was thrust up into the weapon was thrust up to its hilt into the victim. Furthermore, the killer withdrew the weapon smoothly from the body. However, both of those are complete impossibilities.
What do you mean? Please explain what? Explain yourself.
To start with, do you think it would be possible to stab someone to the hilt with this? Facts! Facts, actually. Yeah. It would get caught up. No matter how I look at it, no matter how I look at the defendant, she doesn't appear strong enough for that.
Doesn't appear? What meaningless dribble. I, too, may appear to be weak and frail, but I can crush men under my heel and make them weep, should I choose so.
Should I so choose.
The objection stands. I wept a little back there, I must admit.
That isn't the only issue here. If this sword was truly stabbed into the body up to the hilt, well, just look at all the branches on it. It certainly wouldn't come out smoothly. We also have the problem of the amount of bleeding. It's true that when a blade is left in a body, it acts as a plug of sorts. However, when the weapon is shaped like this, it's an entirely different story. The wound would be too large for the blade to completely stop the bleeding. That's nothing more than conjecture. In reality, the victim was stabbed with a Shichi-Shido. Even a weapon of this nature may still sometimes slide out smoothly and may still sometimes stop the blood loss. Oh my god, this is heat! I'm not finished. There is still one more conclusive contradiction, and I have to choose.
You've still got more?
This one is simple. If this sword was really thrust in all the way to the hilt, why is there only blood on the tip of it? That literally was my only reason for choosing this. And it's the last point of contradiction. If this witness is telling the truth, then there should be blood along the entire length of the sword. Or weapon, whatever he said.
Order, what?
Bravo, Miles Edgeworth. Raising this many contradictions from a single piece of evidence. All the other attorneys I know could maybe manage one, if that.
But what does this all mean? You have proven contradictions regarding the murder weapon, but
having come this far, there can only be one answer.
And that is?
The weapon used to kill the victim was not the Shichi-Shido. Facts. Yep, misdirection.
What?
A foolishly foolish idea born from the foolish mind of a foolhardy foolish fool.
Let's examine this again. What was it that made us think the sword was the murder weapon?
Well, it's because Mystic Army was holding it.
Exactly. However, if you reflect on this, that is the only basis we have to assume such a thing. The impression left by the scene was just too strong. That is what influenced us. It influenced us to believe that the Shichi-Shido was the murder weapon. Holy shit.
Order!
So maybe the Shichi-Shido was not the murder weapon. Even if that is the case, it changes nothing, Miles Edgeworth. The sister here saw everything. She saw the defendant stab the victim with a sword-like object.
She literally just testified against that. What do you mean?
That's true. Your response, Mr. Edgeworth?
If that is so, I would like the prosecution to answer the obvious question it raises.
The obvious question?
Yes. Namely, where did the real murder weapon disappear to? Good one, Edgeworth. It goes without saying that the police searched the main hall and the surrounding area. Perhaps the prosecution can enlighten us as to if a sword-like object was found.
That's...
Answer the question, Miss Von Karma.
No evidence of that kind was found.
Another mystery to throw into the pile. A trial without a murder weapon is a tricky beast.
Excuse me, could I say something? I just remembered something, actually.
What is it, sister?
I was just thinking, it's possible that just maybe what actually happened was, it was just over there.
Oh, her cane? Seppuku?
What exactly are you going on about here?
The murder weapon, I mean. Maybe. I think I might know where the sword was disposed of.
They have an incinerator. They have an incinerator. They have an incinerator. But it is on Inner Temples Island. Oh, shit. Okay.
Well then. I think we need to hear testimony from you one more time, sister.
Impossible. What else? What else could this old woman have seen? She's 48. Oh my god. Location of the weapon. If she's trying to say it's in the incinerator, bro, I can just straight up deny her.
I saw the murder at around 11. And after asking that it be reported, I went out to the main gate. And there, I saw tracks. Tracks that indicated the snowmobile had been used. It takes 15 minutes to walk to Dusky Bridge, but less than 5 using one of those. Maybe they threw the weapon into Eagle River and came back while I was knocked out. Iris could have done that. She can drive a snowmobile after all.
Iris stayed in her room.
Witness, please tell us everything you know right away next time.
Well, I'm not in the best of shape. What with my back and my age, you know.
Quite. There were indeed snowmobile tracks in front of the main gate. Here is a photograph. A snowmobile, eh? I see. Well, it certainly is an interesting theory. Interesting theory.
There are also footsteps. Hello? Hello? Can I have that?
The tracks begin in front of Hazakura Temple and run all the way to Dusky Bridge.
That shows someone returning, not going away. What do you mean? Taken that night from main gate to Dusky Bridge. Bro, unless someone backed up the snowmobile, that is someone driving in to the main temple, not driving away from, yes? And plus there are also footsteps. Whose are those? Man?
That solves your pesky little problem, yes? The Eagle River's current is quite swift, meaning that it doesn't freeze over in winter, making it the perfect place to dispose of the murder weapon.
Did you really go to the river to dispose of the murder weapon?
No. Mr. Edgeworth, your cross-examination, please. Pretty please.
Nope. My first thing I got wrong. It does. How do you... I'll take that L just because Edgeworth... This is my first time playing as Edgeworth, and he said this contradicts.
It does. How do you mean?
Forgive me, Your Honor, but you just said it yourself that it does.
Don't try to play mind games with me.
Curses. It appears I've yet to adjust to being on this side of the courtroom. See, that's fun. Okay. We're pressing. Sorry. Hold it! You are sure about the time?
Yes, I was worried about it after all.
Why was that?
Because I have a strong sense of responsibility, especially at this time of year. The acolyte was being doused in freezing water at the time. I couldn't very well take it easy in the bath all night now, could I? So at 11, I decided to leave Hazakura Temple.
Your estimation of the time seems reliable, to say the least. Hold on. Where's that weather report? Okay. Lightning approximately at 11. Lightning struck Dusky Bridge at 10:45. Around 30 minutes passed between the fire starting and going out. Lightning struck Dusky Bridge at 10:45. Okay. Okay. Her estimation of the time seems reliable at least.
Please continue, sister.
Hold on. Let's see if I can get her now that I think the weather report comes into play. Oh, they just threw it into... Oh man, they just threw it into the river. They didn't cross. Damn it. Okay, let's press more. You asked Phoenix Wright to report the crime, correct?
Right. The one who trampled me.
Seems she is the type to hold a grudge.
There isn't a phone in the main hall, so I sent him to the bridge.
Phoenix Wright. He didn't even have his cell phone on him.
He had forgotten it at home, apparently.
What a naive boy, as always. Not only do I always carry my phone, but I always have my whip in hand, too. Yeah.
Anyway, I was really scared, and it was taking him a while to get back. So I thought I'd go out by the main gate for a spell.
You want to add that to your testimony? Oh. Let me just try this real quick. Nope, okay. Hold it! As I recall, there was a snowmobile outside the main gate when I visited.
That's it. That's the only one we have. It'll run no matter how much snow falls.
Now, you're certain the snowmobile was there at the main gate when you arrived?
Yes, of course. It was parked out in front of the main gate. Oh my god.
So, she had already gone, discarded the murder weapon, and returned by that time.
I'm not sure if this is really relevant. What should I do? Press further. I need answers to every possible doubt. The snowmobile in question, was it still warm at that time?
Huh? What do you mean? What do you mean?
What do you mean, eh? What do you mean, Miles Edgeworth?
I'm playing to a slow crowd here. It goes without saying that using a snowmobile will heat its engine. If it was still warm, then it means it was recently used.
Ah, I see. Well, I never thought of that.
That's right. I overlooked that too. Of course you did.
Then answer the question, please, witness.
I don't often go around touching hot engines. However, now that you mention it, there wasn't any snow on it.
Snow?
Ah, yes. For some reason, only the snowmobile wasn't covered in snow.
Yes. There wasn't any snow on it? Curses. You want to amend that to your testimony and I will present the weather report?
Maybe. It seems highly likely that the killer did use the snowmobile then, eh? How long does it take to get to Dusky Bridge by snowmobile?
In that case, why didn't you use it yourself? You could have spared yourself some walking.
Ah, well, there's a reason for that. Have we got a moment for me to explain?
I think that's why the question was asked for in the first place.
It was about a month ago. I was driving my beloved little snowmobile, happy as can be. I'd fetched some water and was heading back when I went and crashed into a tree. The tree and my back both went crunch, just like that. Crunch.
Crunch.
It made crunch sounds in my ears too. Oh, yuck.
I haven't been able to find the courage to ride anything since then. Anyway, the killer must have used it.
Maybe they threw the weapon into Eagle River and then came back while I was knocked out? Refresh our memory. How long were you knocked out for?
Like I said, somewhere between 10 to 20 minutes.
It's possible to get to the bridge and back in 10 minutes using that snowmobile.
I have to concede that this is more than enough time.
Is that all you wish to concede, Miles Edgeworth?
Hold it. While it would have been possible time-wise, one element remains out of place here.
Oh? And what would this mystery element be, eh?
the killer's reasoning, Your Honor. Why did the killer do all of this? Why go to Eagle River to dispose of the murder weapon when there are other methods?
Too many unanswered questions. Your response, Miss Von Karma?
What?
Turning to me for help over the slightest thing. Why don't you think for yourself for a while, Your Honor?
What?
She's as over the top as always. Anyway, whatever the reason, the fact remains that the defendant could have done this. The murder weapon was disposed of in the river. Another point to meet, Miles Edgeworth.
Another mystery to feed the fire. Was there any reason to go and throw away the murder weapon? Luckily, there surely is a problem with this testimony. Now all I have to do is start poking holes in this flawed account. I saw the murder around 11. After asking that it be reported, I went out to the main gate. So basically you followed Phoenix. Kinda. Maybe not right behind him, but you went also that way soon after telling him. And there I saw tracks. Tracks that indicated the snowmobile had been used. It takes 15 minutes to walk to Dusky Bridge, but less than 5 using one of those. Maybe they threw the weapon into the rear and came back. There we go. Okay, I could have just done that from the beginning and came back. I literally pointed out that it looks like the snowmobile came back and that it didn't leave. Come on. I admit this photograph proves something. It proves that the snowmobile was used on the night of the murder.
You finally accepted the inevitable, it seems, Miles Edgeworth.
However, if what the witness says is true, then why is there only one set of tracks?
What do you mean?
Iris left Hazakura Temple, threw the weapon into the river, and then returned. If this was the case, then naturally there should be 2 sets of tracks in the snow. Those from heading out to the bridge, and those from coming back.
Oh, shit, you're right. You're right.
You are forgetting one thing, Miles Edgeworth.
Please do not bring up the weather report, bro. Shit. At one point, I thought I could use that against her. She's using it against me, my goodness.
On the night of the murder, it was snowing. The tracks leading to the bridge were erased by the snowfall. This removes your precious contradiction, now doesn't it?
I see. While she was at the river, the snow stopped, leaving just the return tracks in the snow.
What do you have to say now, Miles Edgeworth?
Is there a flaw in her theory? This idea that the snowfall covered one set of tracks. Hold on, oh thank goodness I can look at it again. Good lord. Snow from approximately 10 to 10:50. Lightning. Yes, it stopped snowing at 10:50. Yes. The regional weather report for the night of the crime. I could have been wrong. The tracks to the river were covered by snow. What a nice theory. However, Miss Von Karma, that is impossible.
Would you care to explain? Why is there a rude index finger currently pointed in my general direction?
No need. The evidence will do all of the talking for me.
On the night of the murder, the killer went to and returned from Dusky Bridge. In order to dispose of the murder weapon, the outgoing tracks were erased by snow. Or so claims Miss Von Karma. Mr. Edgeworth, present your evidence to the contrary, eh? Evidence that the outgoing tracks were not covered by snow.
Is it not just the weather report, dude? Witness, please tell us again what time it was when you witnessed the crime.
Like I said, it was around 11.
Of course. This means that the weapon was thrown away after that time, correct? Oh my god, did I double press there? Holy shit. On that note, please take a look at this data. It is the weather report for the Eagle Mountain on the night of the murder. The weather report? Snow started to fall at 7 p.m., but it stopped at around 10:50. Therefore, when the sister witnessed the crime at 11 p.m., the snow had already stopped falling. It is impossible for any tracks made after that time to have been covered up. Golly. Come on. Order! Very well then. It looks like Ms. Von Karma's claim has been snowed in. Wow! It's too soon to be closing this trial due to snow. Stop. Miles Edgeworth, how pathetic of you to rely on the weather of all things. What? Answer me this then. When is a weather report ever correct? No. You've got it all wrong. There isn't a forecast. This isn't a forecast. This is actual data. Yeah. Forecast data, all weather reports have some inaccuracies. It may have still been snowing in the vicinity well past 11 p.m. It's true. We cannot be totally sure, eh?
Yeah, what's the whole point, bro? It's official.
It is an official report. Data. Thing. What? How did she pull that off? Right, clever wordage. Like I said, bro, wordsmiths everywhere in this series.
It had stopped snowing at Hazakura Temple when the murder took place. You need to provide conclusive evidence of this.
I've come this far. There's no turning back now. Very well. I too cannot allow any doubt to remain concerning this testimony.
Huh. You can't back down, can you? Such a perfectionist, Miles Edgeworth.
Very well then, Mr. Edgeworth. Where is your evidence that it already stopped snowing when the victim was killed? The crime photo? There would be snow on her, no? Ultimately, it all comes down to one point. That being, whether or not it was snowing in that courtyard when the victim was stabbed. Again, that is the second time in this part 1 trial, dude, where I veered off into just some roundabout thing. And I came back to where I originally was. That's just story. They didn't have to do that. They could have just straight up said I was wrong and returned back to me presenting evidence, but no. Writing. They made it realistic, bro. Capcom, applaud you. I am applauding you where you cannot see it on the camera. Okay.
That's right. But proving that is
incredibly easy. If we want to know whether it was snowing or not, this photo will tell us everything. Of course, I am referring to the photo of the crime scene. As you can see, everything is covered with snow, with just one exception.
And that is?
The victim herself, Miss Elise Dunham. Why is there no snow on top of her? The answer is simple. It had stopped snowing when she was killed, that's why. In other words, if the killer really did go to Eagle River to dispose of the murder weapon, then in this photograph there should be 2 sets of tracks.
Ah!
Bikini said, ah!
Order, just what? Grah! Just what are you suggesting, Miles Edgeworth?
To be honest, I'm not entirely sure myself. But this is simply what all of the facts point to. That night, someone used the snowmobile to leave Hazakura Temple. From the the tracks left, it can be understood that they were heading for Dusky Bridge. At that time, it was still snowing. Of course it was, because those tracks were erased by the snow. Then, when this person returned to Hazakura Temple, the snow had stopped. Thus, the return tracks remained.
Can I say something? This all sounds a bit fishy to me.
What does, sister?
There is only one key for the snowmobile.
NANI?!
Furthermore, on the night in question, we know that the defendant had it. The key was found in her room after the murder.
Which can only mean, that night, Iris used the snowmobile to go to the inner temple.
But Iris said that she never even left the damn place, bro. She said she never left Hazakura Temple. Bro, there's somebody else here. There is somebody else here. I should probably press on this point some more when I get the chance. Oh god.
The snowmobile can't cross the suspension bridge. So, she must have left it on. She must have left it on the Hazakura side of the bridge and crossed on foot.
Alright, come on. Keep this going, come on. Oh, that sounds right, eh?
But what's odd is when I left Iris and returned to Hazakura Temple, I didn't see anything near Dusky Bridge.
Oh, wait. Okay, hold on. When she just said this, I thought Larry might have taken it. But that's impossible because Larry was at Dusky Bridge when Phoenix fell. And Phoenix fell soon after he left Hazakura Temple, and I guess soon after Sister Bikini left Hazakura Temple, because she left after he did. Sometime after, I don't know when. It was a little after 11. There's no way they would have crossed paths. Oh my gosh, dude, this is tough. You must have just failed to see it, sister.
Maybe, but when I made it back to Hazakura Temple, it was there, by the main gate. The snowmobile, I mean. I know what I saw. It was covered in snow, too.
Bro, what is going on? But that isn't possible. Order in the court. What does all this mean? What does this all mean? So then what was the snowmobile used for? It wasn't taken by the defendant when she went to the inner temple. If it had been, then the witness couldn't possibly have seen it by the gate. Furthermore, it wasn't used by the killer to dispose of the murder weapon. If that was the case, there should be 2 sets of tracks in this photo. Bro, are there just 2 snowmobiles? Maybe? All we know is this. After it stopped snowing, someone used the snowmobile to return to Hazakura Temple. Never thought a simple snowmobile could cause so much trouble. Maybe it was Larry. Deadass. That might be what his secret was. Maybe. I think we've learned all we can from this witness.
Yes. I've nothing more to add. I've told you everything. Everything that I know.
But then, that still leaves us with the same problem. If only there was someone, a witness who could testify to having seen the snowmobile.
A witness, huh?
Was there no one out, walking perhaps near Dusky Bridge on that night?
I don't think that's likely. It was cold enough to freeze your ears off. Only an idiot would go out wandering in that. Unless they had something really important to do.
That's a shame. Hold on. Something is coming to me. An idiot may have well gone wandering out on that snub Arctic night. Your Honor, actually, there just might be one individual who may be of help to us. Really? You know of someone who might have seen the snowmobile on the night of the murder? I don't know for sure if he saw it or not, but there are two things about him that do come to mind. Which are? First, he's an idiot. First, that he saw something incredible on the night of the murder. And the second being, he's an idiot. This individual that I am thinking of went wandering outside on that cold night. In other words, he is our kind of idiot.
Mr. Edgeworth, who is this idiot you're talking about?
Look at his face.
This guy must be the product of Jean-Luc Dulac's Guide to Obnoxious French Painting.
This is Larry Butts, a disciple of the victim Elise Dunham.
Her student. Interesting. And why was he wandering about outside on the night of the murder?
That's... I could tell them all about his desires. Designs for Iris? His designs, yeah, not desires. Okay, it's not a misspell. But it may cost us his credibility as a witness before I even call him. Good shit, Edgeworth. He is, after all, an artist. He was perhaps searching for something in the snowy scenery that would move him. Although I cannot guarantee that this is the reason.
And so, this unfortunate, unreliable-looking man, what exactly was it that he saw?
I don't know, he wouldn't tell me. Yeah, I intend to extract that from him right here in this courtroom.
Summon this youth as a witness immediately.
Can we have a recess first, please? Please.
I have no choice, do I?
I believe he is in the gallery for this trial. I will not take long to summon him.
Very well.
Larry. You may have escaped me yesterday, but today I'm going to get everything out of you. Thank you. Oh, thank Lord. Thank you, Capcom.
The court will now adjourn for a 20-minute break. Miss Von Karma, please see to preparing the next witness. Understood, Your Honor. Good. Well then, court is now in recess.
To be continued. Dude. That was heat. Bro, I only loaded 2 or 3 times, I want to say. I got those first 2 ones right off the bat, brother. What did we learn? What did we learn, class? What did we learn? Well, we learned that the snowmobile was used. That wasn't even a guess. That didn't even cross my damn mind. During investigation. Frankly, I didn't even pay much mind to it at all. Up until this court. Until part 2-1. However, it was used, and frankly, I think it was Larry. But, so someone must have used it, like, well before 1050. Would it have been Larry? I don't think it was Larry, because Larry was at Dusky Bridge when Phoenix got there. Or he was close. I don't want to say Iris took it, but she probably did. She just returned before 1050? She must have went there before 1050 and then returned after 1050. But then that would mean she is lying about not leaving her room. But technically, she never went to Inner Temple. And frankly, I think Bikini is still lying about something. I just couldn't tell you what. Good lord, dude. Why do I got the mic that close? Come on now. Well, Larry's gonna be on the witness stand, and that is going to be a hoot. I am for sure going to grab a drink for that man. Because, like, he's just, like, dude, I don't know. He is just that guy, man. We'll see what he has to say. We'll see what he's lying about, for sure. Or what he's just not telling us, right? That'll be coming up next. Along with finishing the Ace Attorney trilogy, you see what else I'm playing, so if you want to see any of that stuff, subscribe to the channel here on YouTube, or follow me over at Twitch with the link in the description. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you are staying healthy and safe. You have a great, fantastic day, and I will see you in the courtroom next video.